your eyes okay? You don't have to cry. It's not that serious. Although I did burn my hand this morning. Twice. Doing the same thing. I'm like, that was stupid. It's still stupid. I was baking bread.
Idiot.
Really?
Don't touch my probably not.
Learn how to bake bread, children. It's good for you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chuck Huber. I am a voice actor, and also just a regular actor, and I'm a father, and a husband, and a human man. Did I just look at my penis? Is that the first thing I did? I've got problems.
I just know he looked at his
No. I started voice acting in the role of Android, Garlic Jr. and Android 17 on Dragon Ball Z. And then I was Hiei in Yu Yu Hakusho in Austria and Hetalia, Stein and Soul Eater, and a bunch of other ones, Ash and Black Butler. Kululu and Sergeant Frog, hero from Shin-Chan. Soldier A through Z. Many different things. This is my acting workshop. Typically what I like to do. If we do things well enough, I may save time at the end for... Does anyone have stuff they want signed or pictures they want to take? Did everyone get their opportunity? Raise your hand if that's something you're interested in. Okay, so yeah, I'll save like 5-10 minutes at the end, and we can make a line this way so that people can exit. Just so you can say, I went to his workshop and got to skip the line. Well, there may be a line here too. At least there won't be J. Michael Tatum's line. That's really long. So I like to open it up by starting with questions, any questions you'd like to ask about anime, about voice acting, about acting in general. And then I will ask for, put your hand down! Then I like to get some volunteers, and we get up and we do some acting. And then we do exercise 1, then we do exercise 2, and then we're done. That's the whole deal. But I like these exercises because they give you every building block you need for decent acting. I have like a psychic ability to see sneezes. I don't know if that's psychic. I think it's called eyesight. So I like these exercises because they show all the building blocks of acting, because acting is really very simple. Although it is terrifying at times. And hopefully you'll be terrified today. Any questions to begin? Yes, sir.
How was it playing Hero from Shin-Chan?
I loved playing Hero from Shin-Chan. That was the most like my real life. Not the drunk part. Ho! Hero! It's a little bit of a drinker. But it's like my life because they did family bed. They all slept sort of in the same bed together, and we did that. And there was one episode where Hema peed on Hero's head. And I was like, that happens. That totally happens. Because there was one day my wife was like, do you smell that? And I was like, yeah. God, someone peed somewhere. Is it me? We're like going all over the house looking for where one of the... Because I got 6 kids, so there's... I know, it's like a car wreck. We were looking around for where the pee smell was coming from, and finally she was like, smelled my back, and she was like, someone peed on you. So in the middle of the night, I guess the diaper had gotten whatever, and then the child peed on me. That's why Shin-Chan is like my life.
Can you give it to be a man phrase?
No, to be a man you must have honor, and a penis. And that's an interesting line because originally it wasn't that, it was something else like, to be a man you must roofie your date and date raper or something. I was like, that's not being a man, that's being a complete jerk. And I said, to be a man you have to have honor. And our engineer went, and a penis. Let's make that a song. And so we did. Shin-Chan was fun for that reason, because I got to say the word penis.
you watch the shows that you voice act in?
Yeah, quite often. Like I watched all of FMA. I watched Yu Yu Hakusho. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z except my episodes. That thing's long. And I watched all of Bakano. I watched the season of Sergeant Frog that I wrote. I watched all of Italia. I didn't watch. Don't hate me. I watched my episodes of Black Butler, but not everybody else's. Ash and Black Butler.
So weird.
There's just not enough time in the day to watch everything. So there's some that I've never watched, like I've watched all of Soul Eater.
There we go.
Can't skip that. Medusa's so hot. Totally in love with her. Don't know why. No, I know why. 'Cause she's so hot. That's about the ones I've
Why are you
watched.
laughing
I
at
watched
that?
Summer Wars when that came out. That was a lot of fun to watch. And of course, I watched all of Iron Man, the movies, because I'm Robert Downey Jr. Darn it! Keep trying to manifest that. It doesn't work. Yes.
What's your favorite scene from Summer Wars?
All the ones I'm in? No, when they go into the alternate reality, just the animation in that is so freaky, weird, and awesome. It's like, yeah, wow! And then you go back. And where Grandma dies? Oh, sorry, spoiler!
Don't worry about it.
It's like a really good family drama. So I just love the interaction of the family. Because I come from a big family. I got 5 brothers and 2 sisters. I got 6 children. I've got several mothers. That's impossible. Well, okay. I mean, you can only... You came out of all of them. That's impossible. Yeah, we could have, spiritual, figural mothers and partners and whatnot. Yeah, sure, that's absolutely possible. But, there's only one. Yes.
Call me old mom.
That's all right. You can call me Mom if you need.
So, Mom, what are you doing back?
That's so creepy. What was your question?
What do you do, before you go into a part or, start doing your voices? What do you do to, get ready for it?
A lot of the voices come from physicality. You'll see the character on screen and you kind of, maybe I'm a wiggly guy. Like Austria has to come out with my hands like this. I come to Austria with my hands are shaking a lot and then I cover my nose just like a... Oh, those heads turn. If you hide your nose, you're not embarrassed. I forgot what it is. For Android 17, it was just simply about relaxing. Sabat was directing, and I was came in, I was Android 17. I'm gonna be Android 17. He's like, no, relax. I'm like, I'm Android. And he's like, no, don't. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going, hey, kill all the humans. He's like, perfect. But that's easy. It should be easy. Yeah.
This is kind of like a two-part thing. Do you still audition for roles, or do they just approach you? And then when you do audition for roles, is it still just as nervous as when you first started auditioning?
No, it's certainly not as nervous anymore. There's a sort of professional attitude that I love auditioning. I'm a very good auditioner because I know that's the one moment that I have to just sort of uncork and let loose and just be as much of me as I can. There are roles that I will just be given. People will call me and say, hey, come in and do this role. It's perfect for you. We've got this sort of scientist teacher with a screw through his head and he's crazy. Call Chuck. And there's some role. Yes, for crazy laugh. And there's lots of roles that I have to audition for. You still get nervous. There's no way to avoid being nervous in acting. Acting is, they've done studies on the human body, and the most stressful thing you can do to the human body is try to make it land a jet aircraft on an aircraft carrier at night in the middle of the ocean. That stresses the human body the most. Number 2 is poop. No,